Hello, and welcome to the Freddie Mac Connect session, Taking the Lead with DEI, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. All lines are in listen-only mode. This presentation is being recorded and will be made available following this session. If you have any technical issues, please use the Q&A box and someone will assist you. Lastly, using the handouts icon, you will find links to our speakers' bios and the presentation deck. With that, I will turn it over to our moderator, Jim Clement, Senior Manager of Seller Strategy and Optimization. Jim, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Camden. Diversity, equity, and inclusion remains a hot topic in today's headlines. As a result, some organizations have questioned the benefits of DEI. Today, I'm with Freddie Mac's Chief Diversity and Inclusion Officer to talk about how Freddie Mac has remained focused on its commitment to DEI, recognizing it's both a business and mission imperative. Wendell, welcome to today's session, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Excellent. So, Wendell, you're a 25-year veteran of the company, primarily as an attorney. Having transitioned into the role as head of DEI in April of 2022, why did you move into DEI?
Well, my career has been a transitional journey, but it's had a set of common themes: being an advocate for others, acting as a catalyst for change, and having a mission-centric view regarding the type of work I've always wanted to do. Earlier in my career, as a legislative aide on Capitol Hill, I worked on legislation in support of children, youth, and families. As an attorney here at Freddie Mac, my legal work has focused on affordable, sustainable, and equitable housing in support of our charter and our public mission. I've also had the opportunity to serve as the head of our Freddie Mac Foundation, which for more than 20 years invested in approximately 200 nonprofit organizations, primarily in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. My current role as head of DEI, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, is an opportunity to help foster an inclusive and engaging work environment, as well as advance our mission and our people, an opportunity to make a difference. I feel I'm very privileged to have this opportunity to help elevate all voices in support of our mission, which is a key component of what DEI does for companies. It allows companies to bring and cultivate diverse perspectives to help solve tough challenges faced by those companies.
Excellent. Do the current headlines about DEI keep you up at night?
Even though there are a lot of articles about DEI, some even proclaiming the end of DEI, I try not to focus on that. Rather, I focus on helping to ensure that our employees have a place where they feel they belong and can be their authentic selves, and that we can fulfill our important housing mission. For Freddie Mac, DEI is a mission imperative, and it always has been. That means we understand that for us to be at our best, we must also promote DEI in everything that we do. For other companies, DEI is a business imperative and strategy. Research shows that DEI is good for the bottom line. Diverse people with diverse perspectives in an inclusive and engaging environment can improve the quality of decision making and ignite innovation. In my experience, I have found that committed, diverse teams by demographics, disciplines, thought, and perspectives are extremely good at problem solving. I think companies that excel do this very well.
So, Wendell, what does DEI mean at Freddie Mac?
At Freddie Mac, I believe DEI is not just what we do, it really is who we are. DEI really is part of our DNA. At Freddie Mac, we have three goals in support of and advancing diversity, equity, and inclusion. First, we are working to ensure that our workforce, our suppliers, and our partners reflect the diverse people we are chartered to serve. Second, we believe in increasing equitable opportunities for all. And third, building community among the many people that work together to make home possible. We are a majority minority company, which means more than 50% of our employees identify as a racial or ethnic minority. We continue to attract a pipeline of diverse candidates by, among other things, partnering with Hispanic serving institutions historically Black colleges and universities, and many other organizations. We also work to cultivate an inclusive culture where employees, suppliers, and business partners feel welcome to contribute to our housing mission. With a lens on equity, we are continuously examining our business practices to help ensure fair outcomes. For example, we implemented company-wide pay range transparency for all job postings and employees as another means of ensuring that employees are paid fairly for the work they perform. In addition, diverse suppliers account for 15% of our total spend. Building community is also important to us. This means creating inclusive learning and outreach opportunities that upskill and uplift our workforce, diverse suppliers, lenders, and local communities. Internally, we have business resource groups. Sometimes companies refer to them as employee resource groups. They are, in essence, smaller companies or groups that provide people a sense of home while driving business results. Externally, we collaborate with many nonprofit partners like Habitat for Humanity and others to support our local communities. We believe in being a good neighbor.
What initiatives or programs have you seen that effectively foster diversity and create an inclusive workplace?
Initiatives and programs that support learning and address potential bias are effective at fostering diversity, equity, and inclusion. For example, initiatives like DEI training, book clubs, and cultural competency training help us better appreciate and value what makes us different. When we know better, we can do better. Personally, I have found that nothing connects us like food and music. And here at Freddie Mac, we have cultural celebrations throughout the year, and the centerpiece of each program is music and food. It's the human connection that makes the difference. Also, we support equitable outcomes for all and are always looking and working to embed DEI into how we work to help reduce bias, increase transparency, and foster an inclusive community. The bottom line is that DEI is the right thing to do and a good business decision. Organizations must focus on maintaining and growing their bottom line, and a commitment to DEI can help them do that. It's a business strategy and should be part of a company's strategic plan. Jim, I think I'll ask you a question or some questions now. Just as DEI is core to our mission and our charter, DEI can help other organizations with their mission as well. I'm sure you can share how folks can use some of our products to grow their market share with different groups.
Yes, definitely. Freddie Mac supports and provides homeownership opportunities for millions of very low, and moderate income families, diverse communities, first-time borrowers, and other underserved groups. For example, our low down payment Home Possible product suite offers a range of affordable options to borrowers. Home Possible responsibly offers qualified very low to low income borrowers a 3% down payment financing option. Many types of down payment sources are acceptable with Home Possible, including family, employer assistance programs, secondary financing, and gifts or grants. Eligible property types include 1 to 4 units, condominiums, co-ops, and planned unit developments. Manufactured homes are also eligible with certain restrictions. We also offer Home One, which is available to qualified first-time home buyers for a low down payment of just 3%. This mortgage solution offers first-time homebuyers the ability to achieve the milestone of home ownership regardless of their income levels or geographic location. Home One reflects our dedication to responsible lending, sustainable home ownership, and improving access to credit. Freddie Mac HFA Advantage Mortgage is a high loan-to-value conventional offering that's an excellent alternative to FHA lending requirements and mortgage premiums. This offering adopts the responsible and affordable flexibility of Freddie Mac Home Possible, but with added flexibilities for housing finance agencies. The ability to couple low down payment first mortgages with down payment assistance programs can help borrowers with the funds needed to purchase a home with a highly competitive and affordable mortgage. Shared equity. To support shared equity home ownership, Freddie Mac offers conventional financing for homes with income-based resale restrictions. Our shared equity mortgage products, such as community land trusts and income-based deed restricted, help create and preserve long-term housing affordability, especially in those high-cost areas. Under this approach, low-income borrowers can buy a home and rent the land under it at below market rates from entities such as nonprofits or government agencies. In return for the reduced price, the home buyer agrees to sell the home to another income eligible buyer in the future, therefore sustaining the affordability of the property. Now, outside of leveraging our products, how else can people use the power of DEI within the workplace?
We all have a part to play. Self-identity to help your company better understand its demographics and allocate resources as needed. If you're a part of a diverse lender, be sure to self-identify when working with us. Also, join your company's BRG or ERG or start one to help create an inclusive culture. Give back to your local community. Include diverse suppliers in your competitive bidding processes. If you don't make purchasing decisions on behalf of your company, take supplier diversity home and frequent diverse businesses when making personal choices. Use inclusive language. And always be curious and inclusive of others by continuing your DEI learning journey.
Excellent. As we close out this session, any concluding thoughts on the state of DEI and how it can help us move forward the housing industry?
I think we have a responsibility and an opportunity to advance DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Whether we volunteer to mentor or we think of inclusion as part of our job, we can, individually and collectively, champion the principles of DEI. When Freddie Mac was chartered in 1970, we were charged with helping to ensure that the housing market was affordable, stable, and liquid. That has been our mission for more than 50 years. Over those years, we have seen the housing market change, and we have seen our country change. We are a more diverse country today than we were in 1970. Freddie Mac is a more diverse company than we were in 1970. We believe a diverse and inclusive workforce helps us to be better able to meet the needs of potential homeowners, whether they reside in rural areas, the suburbs, or our cities. At Freddie Mac, we're committed to embedding diversity, equity, and inclusion in everything we do, and we encourage everyone to start their own diversity, equity, and inclusion journey.
Wendell, I can't thank you enough for joining me here today, and to everyone on the call, thank you so much. We really appreciate this information, and it is critical, to our success as a company and a country. Camden, back to you.
Thank you, Jim and Wendell, for your great presentation and your insightful conversation. To our attendees, your opinion is important to us. Please take a few moments to complete our brief survey so that we can continue to bring you timely and relevant content. This deck will be sent to you following the session. You can also log in anytime after the conference to play back this or any other session. Thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of the conference.